In a small village, hidden away from the world, lived a boy named Zaid. Zaid was an ambitious young man with dreams of becoming a great artist. But he faced a significant challenge. He couldn't paint well. Every time he picked up his brush and tried to express his feelings on a white canvas, he ended up feeling frustrated. His colors were dull and his lines were unbalanced. He doubted himself in front of everyone around him. But Zaid wasn't one to give up easily. He spent long hours in the village's small library, reading about the most famous painters in history. He learned about Van Gogh, who kept painting despite criticism, and Picasso, who wasn't afraid to experiment and innovate. Zaid felt he had the passion, but doubted if he had the talent. One day, as Zaid wandered by the river that flowed beside the village, he saw an old man sitting under a tree, sketching on a small piece of paper. The old man's sketches weren't filled with details, but they held a certain kind of magic. Zaid approached the old man with a shy curiosity. Zaid asked, "How did you become such a skilled artist? Were you talented from a young age?" The old man smiled and replied, "Oh, I was never talented, my boy. I started just like you, with shaky lines and faded colors. But I learned an important lesson. Art isn't about perfection, it's about expression. Every piece you create is a part of your soul, even if it holds no meaning for others." Inspired by the old man's words, Zaid returned home, filled with resolve. He decided to paint every day, without fear of failure or concern for others' opinions. He began painting the things he loved: sunsets, the flower field behind his house, and his friends playing soccer in the yard. With each new painting, he began to feel something strange: joy and confidence. After months of continuous work, he decided to showcase his paintings in a small exhibition in his village. His paintings weren't perfect, but they were full of life, inspiring those around him to see a young man daring to express himself fearlessly. At the end of the day, a little girl approached him and said, "Your paintings make me happy. Can you teach me to paint someday?" Zaid smiled and said to her, "Of course, painting isn't just about skill, it's about love and passion. I'll help you share a piece of your soul with the world." From that moment, Zaid realized that success wasn't about being the best, but about being true to oneself and sharing what's inside with others. This was the greatest lesson he learned in his life.